All right, guys, so we're talking about the one sale that you'll ever make. Okay, this person is the most important person you can ever sell. Okay, a lot of you are already alluding to what I'm going to be talking about in this video. This will have the highest yield in commissions if you get this person sold more than any other sale you'll ever make. Okay, and the earlier you sell this person, the higher the trajectory and impact you'll have in your career. Okay, now as you can imagine, this person is you. To the degree that you are sold, you will be able to sell. So if you're more sold than your teammates, as long as you put the work in, guess what? You will sell better. All right, so we're gonna be talking about this in this video. So the first thing here, okay, here's the problem behind this, okay? Sales reps start their jobs usually because of 3 reasons. And it's not bad. It's because of money, skills, and then freedom. They want free time, freedom and flexibility. So for example, hey, Johnny, I saw that you're selling in solar, you're making tons of money. I want to get into that. That's awesome. Or they want to develop sales skills. They understand, they see the impact that it's going to have in everything else they do in their life. Or they want the freedom to be their own boss, work their own schedule. These aren't bad things, okay? But the problem with this is if you focus on these things, people, your prospects can sense it. They know your true intent is not for them. Now, the solution, okay, is to focus not just on your prospect, but first focus on what's the value of your product for your prospects. Don't focus just on how to sell better, like videos like this. Focus on why to sell more, why talk to people. Now, here's the gauge. You may be saying, oh, you're already sold on your product. I would beg to differ. Have you sold your friends? Have you sold your best friends? Have you sold your family, your brother, your sister, your mom, your uncle? If you haven't, why? If they can't qualify, different story. But if they could, would you have sold them anyways? Have you tried to reach out to them to help them qualify for your product or service? This is a perfect example of whether or not you are truly sold on your product. Look, the year I sold my parents' solar was last year. It was also the year that I broke $250,000 in a month in commissions. Okay, and it was that same month that I did that record level of sales for myself and the same month that I sold my parents. Now look, these 3 reasons, these aren't evil again, but they're all selfish, okay? They have nothing to do with your prospect. Now, good salespeople, what are we doing? We're serving our clients, we're serving our prospects, we're adding more value. By focusing or getting into a job because of these 3 things, again, it's not bad, but you're not gonna win more people over by focusing on money, developing skills, and creating freedom for yourself. So you need to transition the focus from yourself and being selfish to being selfless, your prospect, and the impact for your clients. All right, there's 2 main things. Here's the consequence of this, all right? Number 1 is the consequence of empathy. By not focusing on this factor of getting sold, then selling first, you're lacking major empathy and the ability to empathize and be genuine and build true rapport and connection with people. Look, when you truly understand your product in and out, you're happy to walk away from other deals. Okay? And this will build your confidence. And so when you look somebody in the eyes and you can tell them, hey, this is a fit for you, they will trust you, they will believe you, they'll see it, okay? And this leads me to the second point, is people don't buy you. They buy your conviction. They buy how sold you are on what you sell. So again, to the degree that you're sold will be to the degree that people will buy from you. So we got to increase the conviction. So the question is how? Well, here's the problem, is 99% of sales training in the world is on how to sell, right? What questions to ask, what tone to use, how to improve your nonverbal communication. These aren't bad things to train on. You need to have people knowledge. But 90% of everything that salespeople train on is people knowledge. So what you have to train on is a split between a 50-50 between people and product. And product includes a lot of things. This is your industry, your competitors, the benefits of your product, okay? The impact. Now, not just the impact of the product, you need to understand the consequence for your potential clients and prospects of not buying from you. Okay, when you start to understand the consequence of not taking action, this will increase your urgency and your authority when you speak to your clients. So this is part of how I get sold, is I'm constantly improving my people communication skills and my product education and knowledge. So the question is, how do you get better with the product knowledge, right? So the biggest thing is you need to treat your sales job like a full-time job and also see it like you're getting a master's degree in your specific field, all right? So you're going to school full-time, master's degree level education in your particular field, and you're selling full-time, all right? You're not taking all your time off of work to go learn this stuff. You're doing both. There's gonna be some heavy lifting up front If you're already pretty sold on your product, great. This is still a great thing for you to do, to invest a little bit more time in 1 week to get more sold, and then do a maintenance every single week for at least an hour or 30 minutes minimum, okay, to invest in your industry knowledge, okay, your company, your product, where it's going. If you already know everything about your industry, there's still something you can learn. You can study about where your industry is going. Warren Buffett does this every single week. You think he knows investing in companies pretty well? He does this every single week. And almost every single day, he's studying where things are going. Block off a time every single week to continually reinvest, not just in people knowledge or sales training or a sales book, but your industry and your product, to increase your passion and your conviction. The other huge tip, okay, this is what helped me, was identify the top 1% in your particular field. And don't go to them to just learn how they say things or what they say, but learn why they say it. Learn the why behind everything that they communicate. I guarantee you, the top salesperson in every space, you'll realize they have this insane conviction for what they sell. Go learn about that conviction. Go learn what they're communicating and the impact on people, okay? Not just why it persuades people, but what is the true impact, okay? And then surround yourself with those people as much as you can. If you can't get proximity with them, you might have to pay to get that proximity, okay? But also get in masterminds, get around these top achievers, and you'll adopt their mindset. Okay, look, bad salespeople and good salespeople are all infectious. So it's just about who you surround yourself with that will determine your trajectory. Okay, if you surround yourself with a bunch of pessimistic, lazy, and not convicted, not passionate salespeople, you're gonna perform very poorly. On the contrary, if you surround yourself with very motivated, very ambitious, hardworking, but also highly convicted, highly passionate guys and gals who are constantly studying the industry, studying your industry, studying the product, studying the company, and talking very enthusiastically about it, you'll get a sense for this by when they talk about prospects, if they're genuinely sorry for the prospects. Where poor salespeople will come to the sales meeting and say, oh, dude, this sucks. Like, I got turned down this many times. The top salespeople will come to these meetings saying, dude, I feel bad. I had 30 people reject me last day. That is their loss. That sucks for them because X, Y, Z. You need to get around these people and reinfect yourself. So this is not just a one-time thing. This is something that you need to maintain. You have to resell yourself. And it's because if you're coasting, you're going downhill, right? That's just how it goes. And by coasting, I mean if you're not reinvesting, because we're talking and pitching so many people, and if they're constantly giving us negative feedback by getting rejected, guess what? We're gonna start disbelieving, discrediting our product to ourselves. So you have to refill that cup up every day, every week. Continue to get more knowledge on your industry, your product, and the value you bring people.